Hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am Gamion, and now leaving is my co-host Mega Kitty, who just stepped away. We're going to see if we can kind of catch her on the other camera, hopefully. I am working on an online multiplayer soccer brawler called Field of Heroes that I hope to release next year, preferably early in the year. And I've been working on it in my free time for about 3 years, and is fully online multiplayer and AI backfilled. There's a lot of players. And this evening I'm actually working on the custom game system. So let me update that real quick. You may have noticed that the trailer was what I was working on, but I actually have the 5th draft of the trailer submitted to the art team, waiting for them to give me the up or down. And once I have that, then I should be, hopefully, give me the up vote, so I can get started on making the other trailer, the gameplay trailer, which is going to be a bit of work. So, anyway, that's what I got going on. So without further ado, let's go ahead and work on the custom lobby. See, right now we got, and this is sort of a simulation of it. So I'm working on the menu. So I want to make it so you can click on one of these cells. This is like open, and change it to closed or bot. Kind of change the slots around so you can configure how many human players are on each team, how many heroes are on each team. So that's what I'm working on right now. So I want to fix, for starters, I want to fix this option. I don't think the options are being assigned correctly, so let's go ahead and work into that. So this is kind of a mix of Blueprint and the Unreal Engine. And here is sort of the new stuff, and this is the old stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the old stuff here. And so let's see, I'm going to do, let's see, are you the server? And we can get rid of this. Actually, we can simplify this. We'll simplify this into, are we the server? Screen position here. And if that's false, if you're true, that we get the host options, otherwise we get the client options. Get rid of these. Okay, I think that should make it look good so far. Let's see how this looks. Okay, so we actually need to title the options. Alright. So this is our new options drawer. Hey, good evening, Air Force. Alright, so here we see the options selected. We close the drawer. Okay, so we gotta add a few things here. And what is the option? Drawer option. Okay, we're gonna change this. Recharging the lapel. I gotta charge mine every maybe 2 months. And I wanted to wire it in, except that would have involved cutting through the brick, and I wanted no part of that. What was the name? Oh, is this not? Options for widgets. Options for item. Okay. So I guess that is not. save and restart. Yeah, I really had my heart set on the wired doorbell though, until I found out about the cutting. And charging's not a big deal, I just hate having to do it. It's one more chore I have to do. And yeah, look at the streams. So a couple of streams I follow are on. It's actually more of a quiet night. The regulars aren't on, at least not yet. So, at least in my list, it's kind of quiet. But yeah, I already know Retro is playing. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the others are also playing games. So, back to the select. Back to the option. That's it. And we'll change this to... Yes, that will break things, I know. So we had Missy here just when I started the stream, and then she left. And now she's eating. And I don't know if she'll be back or not. Default option. Option selected, so we gotta add. What was the signature for that? And what do we pass in? Option selected. Option data. Okay, and that should be what we need. Gotta restart the editor again. Yeah, pretty quiet. Wow, in fact, only 2 other game devs are on right now from my perspective. Okay, I think it was this. Let's try it again. So a lot of the other game devs that I follow are outside the U.S. So, or they're in Canada too, but they are typically they're mostly online in the morning, early afternoon. I think that's when it gets really busy, and for a lot of them, it's either morning or early evening, and they're just plugging away at their games. Let's see if that works now. Can we call? Yes, that's what I wanted. Alright, that should do that. It just has the text, so now. Good. Okay, let's see what happens when... I don't think anything's going to happen. We'll see. Okay, good. I don't think there's any listeners for that, though. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we'll call that. Okay, so let's break this up a little bit here. Hey, Shelly Bell, what's happening? Not much. Just got home from work and eating a little late dinner. Gotcha. I remember thinking when I was a lot younger that once I went to college, well, actually once I graduated college, then I can do what I want. I could stay up till 2 a.m. and then go to a fast food place and grab something and then go back home and stay up another few hours and into the morning, late morning and all that. But once you finally have that freedom, I just didn't want to use it. Hardly ever. That's the way things are. It's like when you went to the arcade as a kid. You would blow through all your money in maybe 2 hours tops. And then when you're an adult and you have enough money to actually win all the games you play, you're like, nah, I don't want to play them. As a kid, the possibility of being go out whenever you want or do whatever you want is a fascinating idea, but as an adult, the luster goes away. Yep, and it's thanks in no small part to responsibilities and being tired after addressing those responsibilities. thing I clung on to from my childhood, and that was dreams. Like the dreams of making an amazing video game. That stuck with me. Well, if you're interested, I can show you the 5th draft of the trailer. Hopefully the one that will get approved by the marketing team if you want to see it. That's working. Now we need an event for the drawer itself. Oh, maybe use the same one. Yes, please, you'd like to see it? Okay, let me do one quick thing. I'm gonna put on the trailer on the screen, and I'm gonna do a bit of work. It's only gonna be about a minute and 15. So let me hide the music, and here we go. This is the 5th draft of the Field of Heroes trailer. And there you have it. So the reason why we got 5 drafts was most of it was on the credits. We just had trouble with the credit roll, deciding what we wanted to do, trying to get it in sync with the music, trying to make it readable, and we think this might be the good cut. So I'm just waiting to hear back from the team. They've been looking at it for like 2 days now. Must be pretty busy right now, being tax time and being the middle of the month. So, yeah. It is what it is, but they will get back to me. And I'm not in a terrible hurry because even if I had both that and the gameplay trailer, which is 95% gameplay, even if I had them all done tomorrow, and even if the Steam page were approved tomorrow, then I wouldn't put the page live for everybody until after I'm back from a trip I'm making to Florida next month. So after that trip is over and after I've rested up, then we'll get everything in motion. And to be honest, I really hope to have all of this done in January, but things didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So yeah, so that gives me about maybe a solid 7-8 months, I think, of between the time the store page goes up and the time that I want to release an early access. So I'm going to talk to the marketing team about if that's too little or too much time, and we'll go from there. If you liked it a lot and you want to buy it, thanks. So a lot of indie trailers are really good. I have a bad habit of looking at other games that may not be as popular and still thinking that they're gonna run me into the ground, as we'll call it. I don't know why I think that sometimes, but maybe it's just part of really wanting to be the best, making the best game that I can. And the bar for indie games is incredible. I mean, obviously the number one game, indie game of all time, one of the number one all-time games was Minecraft. And some of the most awesome games that come out in the past couple of years have been indies. So I'm trying to approach that level of quality. And they got more people, more resources. Anyway, but the important thing is I'm doing things my way, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm going to get it done. And I think a lot of people are going to have a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a ton of fun to go around, I think. All right, so let's see. It should get here. Here we go. Good. So now we're here. And now I need the custom lobby. Not that. Where is the custom lobby? And this will make a good console game too, but that's not my target at the moment. And it would also maybe make a good mobile game, but that's a whole different way of thinking about everything. Okay, here we go. So now I've gotten this, I'm working on the custom lobby. This is where, if you want to host a custom game, instead of doing a quick match game, you can control how many players can be in your game on which team. You can also control the match duration, whether or not overtime is supported, and how long overtime is for. You can also choose the map. So that's what I'm working on right now. I feel like it will mean more knowing that you did it yourself. You took the time to make it perfect. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if you saw this, Shelly, but let me put the other camera back on for a sec. I don't know if you've seen... let's see, let me fix my screen here. Alright. Don't know if you've seen the posters from my previous releases. So, Domino Arena, Hamster Chase, these are mobile games, and Domino Arena was also a desktop game. Hamster Chase was a mobile game. Tilts, also mobile. Hyperspace Pinball, and Cycles 3D. I made a poster of each one of those because they're all released projects. And by the way, someone actually emailed me a few days ago and saying that that they have Hyperspace Pinball on their phone, but they couldn't buy the add-on that I was selling. And I had to write back, well, I took the game down off the store over 5 years ago because I couldn't maintain the games anymore. So they were disappointed to hear that, but they had fun with the game, so I was glad to hear it. But still, I mean, the last thing I expected was anyone to email me about that game. It's on Steam as well, but I never hear about it. No one plays it, I think, anymore. And honestly, I played it recently, and yeah, it didn't age too well. But it was also my first Unity 3D game of a major game engine, and it was also my first Steam game, so I was really proud of that at the time. And at that time, it was hard to get a game on Steam. You had to have community votes for it. And they did that for a few years, and then they finally said, look, you pay us $100, you can put your game on Steam. And that's when the flood of games really entered Steam. Some games were extraordinary and just awesome games like Valheim that absolutely deserved everything they got. Other games were, I know they maybe meant a lot to the developer, but they were incredibly unfinished, unpolished, unplayable. And some of them are just flat out scammers, just trying to flip very simple games to make a couple of bucks. They were just flat out clones, and everyone could tell. So anyway, the custom lobby. Now I got it so you can take, let's say, this open slot and change it to either be a bot or a close so no one can take it. Problem is, now I need to make it so when I select it, so this function gets called here, but nothing happens. This does nothing right now. I need to connect the drawer, which is this thing. I need to connect it to this widget so it will properly handle the user selection. And that's what I got to figure out next. So let's now I go back here. This is the option. Sort of like this is like a version 2.0 of doing that right now. Okay, so we still have the custom lobby slot. We still need that. So this still has the options drawer, which we'll no longer have. Let's see. Drawer open. I need to make an equivalent function here. Oh yeah, I want to change this as well. I'm going to make this. I'll keep that as warning player for now. Warning player. I know what else I need to do actually. Did I read the message right earlier? Air Force game player, you have to recharge your doorbell. On the phone with ADT. Okay, I'm gonna break this up a little bit. Yeah, so apparently both Air Force and I have doorbells that require recharging. I have a Ring doorbell, and it's battery-based. What happens is I installed it in front of my, well, next to my front door, and there's no wires or anything that connects it to my power. Because if I wanted to do that, I would have had to cut through the brick of my house, and that wasn't an option. So that's so what I have to do is about every 2 months I need to take the battery out of it and put it in a charger overnight, and the next day put it back in. So there's that. Simplify this. That looks good. doesn't even need to keep it. And we just say open it and forget about it. And then the event, we just simply show it. Okay, what else? Handle slot. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. The slot option selected. Get the slot to listen. How do I get the slot to listen for the drawer? Oh, I know. Keep this. Yeah, we're going to have to remember it. It's transient data. And this is transient too. So the drawer needs an event. This should be done first. Option selected. How do I know that you're not Chewbacca? How do you know that I am Chewbacca? That's not what Chewbacca would answer. Well, hold on a minute. Let me think about that. Let me think on that for a minute. I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing? tired? And well, it's nighttime over here, so I'll probably get there soon as well. Alright. That. Oh, what's this? Okay. It's midnight here. It's almost 10 o'clock here. But I think I'll get this working before I sign off for the night. And now we also need to restart the editor. Because we now have another event for closing the drawer. I should have an open event too. I'll see if I can squeeze that in. I think I want to give Air Force a shout out, but I'm afraid about what kind of content will play on my stream with the clip. I should. Oh, Mega Kitty's in the other room now. Be afraid, that is. Let's see, now I need to go back to the slot. Look at the drawer. Uh-oh, here comes Mega Kitty. What is it, Missy? You're behind the camera like you know it's there and you don't want to be seen. Now what are you doing? What are you doing, Big Kitty? What is it? Alright, we gotta get some Mega Kitty going on here. Uh-oh, here I think she's coming to the camera view. Here we go. Yes! We have Mega Kitty. What is it, Missy? What is it, Missy? Just gonna do your thing. Alright, now I lost my train of thought. So I was selecting, okay. So we need to bind, we need to show the drawer, and bind door unclosed. Oh, she's looking right at it. Okay, so we have these events. One for selection change, others for closing the drawer. Well, let's see, she's doing fine. Alright, so when the door is when the drawer is option is selected, this will handle drawer closed. Handle options. Item selected. So this reads a little better to me than closed. And then we go here. Event from closed. From option selected. Do a proper cleanup here. And then we reset this. So here and here. Okay, good. Oh, I got the closed, but didn't get the other event. Maybe didn't bind it to it correctly. Okay. Options drawer is set. Bind event to option selected. Option selected. Oh, okay, good. Oh, this is... Yes, lobby slot selected. Okay, that should be gone, and this should be the way it is. Alright, let's try it again. Closed. Open. Okay, so that's working. It may look a little odd that I set this to bot and then this one turns to bot, but the slots are always ordered by whether they're open or not. So we know that there can only be 2 human players on the red team at this point. So that's good. So now I want to clean up some of the old stuff, old functions here. This can be cleaned up. This is gone. This, let's see, let's keep that. Oh, actually, one other thing I want to do. Let's make that. So there's the options drawer. This, do we need this anymore? I don't think we do. Custom lobby slot still references it. Or do we call this anymore? No. I think we can take, alright, options drawer. Can we take it out of the widget now? I think we can. Let's see. That's good. Then I'll compile Panel's fine. Let's make sure it still works. Good. Options drawer V2. I think we're going to keep this one, of course. Yeah. You guys go to custom lobby. Okay, good. Alright, so we did that, and now I want to control a few things. So let's go back to this slot looks good. This looks good. Go back to the root. Something looks odd about the root menu. Nope. Huh. Thought I saw something else. Okay, back. Okay, so those changes are good, but now I want to change the drawer itself. And get your sleep. Have a great one. You too. Have a good sleep. Yep, that is Mega Kitty, all right. Alright, so let's go back to the option. So that's under menu. That shouldn't be under foundation anymore. That should be under common. Even then, I would argue maybe there's a better place for that yet. So let's say common. Let's say widgets. These are all custom lobby. Where are these? Where are these in? Oh, it's custom lobby. Okay. Foundation widgets. So our options drawer should be in here. That should be in here. That's better. Makes it easier to find too. So the option, oh boy. Options drawer. So you notice that the text is kind of big. And we're gonna do something about that real quick. So let's make the text, so we have a scale box, keeps the text fitting. We're gonna really need to amp the padding up on that big time. What's the text size anyway? 12. Weird. Wait a minute. Let's default 24. And there was, I thought there was another setting, like global size or something. Forgot what the setting is. Size, I like. Okay, I guess there wasn't. Alright, let's run that again. Alright, that's a tiny bit better, but it's still too big. How is actually making it... That makes no sense. Maybe I don't need a scale box. Yeah, I do. Let me verify something here. Okay. I think the padding needs to be a scale box. Need some serious padding on this. Okay, that's a little better. Let's see it full screen. Better. Not sure if that's the right font for it either, but I'm going to stick with it because my artist wanted that font. Let's just see at 32 padding. Okay, and that looks a little better. You know, another thing I could do is just simply click on it and it will change the, I should be able to make it so I can click on it and then it will rotate through the available slots, but that would be kind of weird because again they get resorted to the bottom. No, I think this will be okay for the moment. Have my art team review the workflow. The other thing is players can... a server can kick a player. At the moment, they can kick themselves, which is not a good thing. But yeah, we're gonna need to make it so a player can change their own team as well. So let me save what I got here. And at least get that started for the night. We made a lot of changes here. Actually, I know. I think maybe this is a better stopping point. It is getting a bit late here. Looking good. Okay, so that's lobby. Yeah, this is looking good. And Missy's looking good too. Okay, that was fun. Alright, so yep, got what I wanted to get done tonight, at least the bare minimum of what I want to get done. Good progress, and let me see who's around to raid off to. It's only been about an hour or so of stream, an hour and a half, no, an hour and 10 minutes. Let's raid us off to, let's see, Jet MNZ. He's a New Zealand developer. He's working on some really neat I'll just show it to you. Let's go ahead and race right off to Jed. So thanks everyone for coming on this late impromptu stream when there's so many other streams you could be watching right now. And I will hopefully maybe see you again later this week or even next week. So until then, have a good one.